How to buy a movie prop rifle cheap to practice with. That's what we'll answer in today's video. Hi, my name is Dylan Wilson with CBT Stunt Alliance. Train hard, perform easy. We help actors, stunt performers, filmmakers, and content creators learn professional stunt training for use in film, TV, and live action entertainment. Before we get underway, if you'd like to learn how to add rifle, carbine, and shotgun movie gun training to your current acting or stunt performance skill set, check out our highly popular online master course at movierifletraining.com. You can learn all the movie set gun safety basics, how to properly hold a rifle or carbine, how to draw and shoot a rifle, carbine, or shotgun for film and television, reloads, also how to do scene work with carbines and rifles and more. All taught by pro armors for the film and television industry. You can sign up now and start training now. Go to movierifletraining.com for more information. Or click on the link below this video. Okay, so we get a lot of questions about what type of movie prop rifle should I get to practice with, or for my real or upcoming project. So we're going to share some safe options with you of what other people buy and use. Now, I'm actually an experienced stunt coordinator and armor for film and TV, turned full-time director. This is something I plan to do from the beginning of my career, even attending and graduating film school as a director. Along my journey, I noticed that being a stunt coordinator and armor made me a better director, and being a director made me a better stunt coordinator and armor. Now, how this benefits you is that I can share with you insights and experience from both sides of the camera, as well through all phases of production. Okay, so let's get right down to it. Here's what you want to buy. Fake prop guns, not real ones. This is very important. Fake prop guns. Do not buy real guns. The other thing is, ideally you want to invest in a movie prop rifle that where you have a second magazine, so a spare magazine. In this way you can learn and practice how to do cool looking cinematic reloads like you see in the following clip from John Wick. So we're going to show you all of your options as well as the risks and rewards of each. So movie prop rifle option 1 are BB guns. It's an example of one BB gun, a BB rifle. Yet actually the modern BB rifles are just like regular rifles. There's no difference. The key thing to understand is what they do. So they usually fire a steel ball bearing. This is actually a plastic one, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. It kind of looks like that, yet it's usually copper colored and is made of steel. And that's what it usually fires. Some of them shoot little pellets, right? And they'll have magazines, like this. You actually put the pellets or the BBs inside, and then they'll have a place for you to put usually CO2, a little container of compressed gas, where you can insert it to the side, and then, boom. That's what powers it. So the thing is, though, when you're using it as a movie prop gun, don't buy the BBs and don't buy the CO2. You're just using it to practice with, right? Because that's the only way it makes it dangerous. You see that? So right inside there is where you would put the CO2 container, and then you would put this in there, and boom, you pressurize it that way. Some of them, are operate a little differently. That's pretty much the main way for most of them. They're relatively inexpensive and very durable. Again, a lot of people use them. They buy them for their kids to play with. Some, they're very expensive ones, but they can actually use for competitions and things. What you can do to get yours is go to a local retailer. You'd be surprised. A lot of local retailers still sell BB guns. Or you can do a search online for BB guns rifles, and you'll see a big selection of them. And if you see one that you like, your eyes will go right to it. So movie prop rifle option 2 is Airsoft, and we're going to say low end, right? This is a low end variety. We're going to show you a few of these. These are really what we recommend to train with. The low end you get for anywhere from 15 to 30, 40 bucks. And the key thing is, a couple things to know, you can save money by asking for broken ones. A lot of the airsoft stores that sell them, and even websites, will have broken ones, and which they can't sell. You're not going to use it to shoot any BBs or pellets out of them, so you can save money by asking if they have broken ones. And the key thing is, don't buy the BBs. Now here's how these work. These are like BB rifles, except like their next gen. they shoot little white plastic BBs like this, right? They call it airsoft. The key thing is, don't buy them. You know, oftentimes when you buy it, it'll come a little packet of the little white pellets. Throw them in the trash. You don't need it. Eliminate the danger up front. And also having ones that are broken makes it even safer, because you don't need to shoot anything. Sometimes people get it and they just want to try shooting some targets. Do not do that. If you want to play airsoft and shoot targets, get a second one that's just for target shooting, and keep this airsoft that you buy just for use for movie prop use. Now, this is one example. This one's blue because we painted blue. This is one of our blue is a universal training color around the world. You know, for like blue guns, people recognize it. Members of the military and law enforcement recognize it as being a training gun. And this is actually one that I use to train people with, and that's why we painted it blue. Yet in actuality, when you actually buy them, this is another low-end airsoft. You know, for this is an AK-47. This one is an M4. Right. This is how they usually look. So these are great for training, because you can do all the stuff that you need to do. And as a matter of fact, this is what we recommend usually for most of our students to practice with. Some people want to run an AK-47, depending where they are in the world or what characters they want to play, and others wish to run the M4. The one thing to know is whenever you do it, always, as I mentioned earlier, get a spare magazine. Ask the retailer or the website owner if you want to get a model where it comes with 2 magazines where you buy a spare one, because you're definitely going to need that when you're running, doing speed reloads and things like that, you know, all that type of stuff. So this is a very good option for training with. Just know, as far as safety, at airsoft ranges around the U.S. and pretty much around the world, the minimum age to play is age 12. So legally, 12-year-olds run around with these things, and these are actually considered lame. No 12-year-old would want to have these. The ones they actually have like machine guns and miniguns, not these little single shot, airsoft. These are made, no kid wants this, right? So they're very safe for you to train with. And obviously, age 12 is at the airsoft ranges. People get them for kids much younger, you know, and they're pretty safe to use. So. The other thing is, if you can also get these at local retailers as well. Many will carry airsoft. The other thing is that you can do a search online for airsoft rifles for sale. So airsoft rifles for sale, airsoft rifles for sale near me. And it'll pull up a bunch of them. And again, once again, as you look through them, you're going to see one, and the moment you see it, it's going to resonate with you, and you're going to know, that's the one that I want. Movie prop rifle, option 4. Once again, airsoft, this is the high end. Where the other models were like 15 to 30, 40 bucks. These are like 200 bucks, give or take. And this is an AK-47, like that other one. The other one you see here is probably about 30 bucks, right? Which looks legit, you know, on camera. It's for background actors or something. If this is a more expensive one, this one is all steel, right? And more expensive, yet far more durable. And for the most part, as armorers, these are the type of things that we would rent out. Our more steel weapons, non-firing replicas, things like that. Sometimes we actually do rent out airsoft. Yeah, we get the steel ones, because these things, actors and stunt performers are notorious for breaking the plastic ones. Yeah, for training purposes, those are fine. So this is one example of a high-end airsoft. This is an AK-47. This is another example of one. This is an M4. And these are heavy. Like, they're made to, this one's a professional trainer. It's made to simulate an actual M4. So this is even one that members of the military use sometimes as well for training. It has all the goodies and everything on there. And again, it fires the same, type plastic BBs. Yet these are the higher end airsoft, as opposed to the lower end ones. Plus, if you wish to get shotguns, there are shotguns that you can also get that work well. These are good for training with, and also good for actually using in projects. Now, the cool thing is, when you're when you get them, same rule, wisdom applies. Don't buy the BBs, and ask again if they have any broken ones. You'd be surprised. Think about it. Kids all over the country 12-year-olds and stuff and younger are playing with these things and breaking them. So the stores tend to have some surplus or supply of broken airsoft around. They can't sell it. And the only ones they're going to try to sell are these because they can repair them and make money from them, right? Yet the other ones, they're not going to try to make money. They can't resell. So you can get good deals on like 90% off sometimes. You know, we've cleaned up when we had classes, we go in and just buy a bunch of them for all of our students or something, you know, using these type tactics. So you can get it for cheap. The other thing to know is when you get them, let's see here, use this one. When you get them, they're obviously look fake on camera, right? And the more so with the low end ones. Yet even with the high end ones, right? It's not bad. Yet they'll usually some of them will come with an orange tip or something. Yet they don't quite look like real guns. So there are techniques that armorers use, and even some people who are skilled in production design in the PD department, to make them look real. And if you notice, this one is actually all plastic. Yet you notice that the magazine and even other parts of it look like it's metal, right? We did that. That's actually paint that we put on there, because actual firearms never look this way for very long. It's when they're brand new out of the box. Once you start using them, they get scraped up, scratched up and things. And so that's what you have to remember when you're using them in movies as well, is that you want to be able to do that. So if you want to learn how to do this and make and age the firearms, make it look realistic, we put a link below this video to a very popular blog post that we have called How to Make Fake Prop Guns Look Real. And it walks you through step by step the type of paint to get, little things that you need. And you can do this for pistols, you know, carbines, rifles, you know, everything, shotguns, to make them look very realistic. The link for that again is below this video. Movie prop rifle tip 5. We'll cover movie prop rifle safety rules in the next video. You for now know to never point it at another person. Doesn't even matter if it's airsoft and if there's nothing in it. You wish to instill the right safety practices into yourself from the very outset, so never point it directly at someone. In our master course, we show you what we call our off-body aiming technique, how you can do scene work and other stuff, and actually how you shoot, quote unquote, shoot people in movies. Yet for now, never point it at someone, and keep your finger off the trigger at all times unless the armorer tells you to do otherwise, or you're at home training by yourself. You know, then you can put your finger on the trigger. Also, once again, never load the BBs and shoot them. Don't even buy them. If it comes to BBs, throw them in the trash. There's no reason for the BBs. Now, there's something else that you can do. We also cover this in the master course as well, to make them even more safe. You know, for like, you know, yourself, and even especially if you're doing scene work. And you can disable them with either using duct tape. This is one example, depending on the type of muzzle and barrel that you have, by plugging it. We call that plugging the barrel with a piece of duct tape. You essentially turn the duct tape inside out so the sticky part faces out. Take a little piece of duct tape, tear it off, ball it up so the sticky part's on the outside, and you get like a pin or something, and you put it in there, and then you jam the thing in there, and there's nothing coming out, right? And it just makes you feel safer, and anyone that you're doing scene work with feels safer. The other way is called capping. Again, we show you step by step how to do this in the master course. And you see, completely capped. And it's very safe. This is another example. You see the shape of the barrel and the muzzle makes a difference. So this one has been capped as well. This is not with the big garish orange duct tape. Yet that's how they look. So this is how some people have disabled them and made it even safer, so that they're doing scene work or working with other people. Not that anything's coming out anyway, it's just an additional thing to make, you know, your scene partners feel that much more comfortable and safe. Next is the most fun thing ever. Movie prop rifle tip 6. Force on force practice to make yourself look amazing on camera. Yet before we cover that, check this out. Let's take a sneak peek and look inside this master course that was made by professional armorers for film and TV, stunt coordinators, actors, and filmmakers, for professional actors, stunt performers, and filmmakers and content creators. By the way, if you're a veteran or experienced with firearms, you're going to learn how to convert your skills into movies and TV. Now, the first thing you see is you notice that we designed our platform to be intuitive and easy to use. Shows right here how many classes. There are 91 instructional classes in here, so there's a lot of information in here to fuel your entire career. Also, each master course starts out with an introduction and a safety briefing from your instructors. Let's go ahead and hop in and take a look at one of them. And let's listen to what they have to say.
It has value, and those teachers oftentimes are able to help other people grow, expand, and become more. So when you have that rare occasion when you can have those who
they actually, share their background, their pertinent information, and actually brief you to be safe as you're going through the training. Plus, you also see that there is a cheat sheet, which is an actual handout that accompanies a course, which is so crucial to help you learning everything. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. Plus, we have our private online social community, which we'll actually take a look at a little bit later on. These are all resources that are here to help you and support you as you go your career. Plus, you get premium email support, our email address. You can ask us questions, at any time. As you notice, our innovative master course platform shows you if you finished that instructional or not. Right, so let's say if you're going through the instructionals and you haven't, you've watched like one or two of them, and then you get busy and you're not able to look at the game for a week. Well, otherwise you have to come back and try to figure out which video you left off at, and you had to rewatch certain videos. No, it tells you which one you actually completed, what percentage of the unit you completed, as well as which one to start at next. Also, it's broken down to be very easy to learn. So each of these blocks here is called a unit, and each of these is a video instructional, each one about 10 minutes long. We keep them about 10 minutes long so they're bite-sized, easy to absorb. There are some that are a little bit longer because they have to be. Yet for the most part, each one is 10 minutes long. So let's go ahead and take a look at one now. We're going to look at the Carbine, Rifle, Submachine Gun, and Shotgun Academy. And here we'll take a look at some of the shooting stances. Take a look at the crouch. So let's take a listen in this instructional on how to do one of the shooting stances known as the crouch.
And like this. The thinking is also a lot of times they'll have body armor or ballistic vest or some type of ballistic protection. And when they're doing that, if you notice his shoulders are square. Let's go directly towards the camera. His shoulders.
And you see it's step-by-step instructional, so you learn exactly what to do. You learn the reasons why you're doing it, and you learn how to play it perfectly for camera each and every time. So here's another unit, Pro Screen Tips for Carbine and Rifle. So let's take a look at one now, Cinematic Carbine Reload number 1, a tactical reload.
So when he pulls it, he's going to produce it like that, and now it's going to be in his hand, and you see how it forms an L shape with the other magazine? So now his support hand, he takes some dexterity rather, it forms the L shape. That's the key thing.
One of the other things are things that we call live action video displays, and these are actually clips from movies. Like we have one here from the movie John Wick that shows you how everything that you're learning, how it actually looks in the final cut of the movie, so you observe how it all ties together. So let's take a listen to this one from the movie John Wick. These are transitions and reloads. There's that reload. You see how quickly it happens. Yeah, we're going to go on now to the shotgun clinic, and it shows you everything you need to know cinematically on how to use the shotgun for dramatic effect. Let's take a look at one of these.
So from here, I'm here, I play the camera, and then I go up and down. That sound and that motion, and if you observe, you probably saw the shell.
And once again, let's take a look at one of the live action video displays for that same one. For the dramatic one-arm reload with the shotgun, we'll look at how it was used in a movie before. One of the other favorites with stunt performers and actors is the Carbine Disarm Double Play. And these are some of the disarms that are the most cinematic and famous used in all of film and TV history. Let's take a look at one of these now.
So I'm here. See, I step and grab. I'm secure. I'm locked in my shoulder. Try to pull this away from me. See, it's locked in. Everything we're showing you is combat effective, right? It also is going to move. Now I'm going to step with this foot. And this hand I'm going to throw a punch going to cross.
This one is our monthly Sharpen and Polish video conference lab. Each month we do this, and it's designed to actually help you with your career. Try it 48 hours risk-free. If you don't like our Carbine and Rifle Movie Gun Training Master Course, or don't think it will work for you, we'll refund every penny. Who else lets you go through their movie gun training, and then if you're not happy, gives you a complete refund? Bottom line, we're passionate about making our customers happy and keeping them that way. So well worth 10 times the investment if you're serious about learning rifle, carbine, and shotgun movie gun training. Okay, so next is the most fun thing ever. Movie prop rifle tip 6. Force on force training to make yourself look amazing on camera. So force on force training, what it means is that you have two forces battling each other. So it's team versus team, which is always going to make it more fun. And one of the reasons it's good if you have a stunt team where you have a group of people that you train with, because you can get together and you can really practice. This is how you take your training to the next level and really how you really lock in your lessons, right? So here's how we did this. Again, we have an elite tactical stunt team. We play Delta Force, SEAL Team 6, SWAT, all types of elite forces. And so we train, all the time. We would train actors, stunt performers, and play these roles in movies, TV shows, videos, music videos. So one of the things that we would do in the midst of the training, because we would do a lot of team training as well, not just individual skills, not like John Wick, Proud Mary type individual skills. We would train as a team, doing military roles, different formations, that kind of thing. Yet when we would do room clearing and counterterrorism drills and hostage rescue stuff, we would want to do live fire, which is what usually force on force is. You actually get to shoot other people. And that's when, slicing the pie and knowing how to, breach and enter and clear rooms and stuff really locks into you, because you have people shooting back at you. It's not just, everyone walking around going pew, 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 right? When something's flying at you, you tend to pay attention a lot more. So what we used were Nerf weapons, Nerf firearms, right? And the key thing is, and you get these things for like 30, brand new, anywhere from like 20 to 40 bucks each. And what you want to do is get ones that simulate the movie prop rifle that you bought. So there are ones that are just like M4s, ones that are just like AK-47s. This one, if you notice, has a vertical foregrip that you can take off, you can customize it. And it's like an M4. It even has like a little red dot sight on top, kind of like the one that you see over here on this one. I just didn't put it on there. And the only difference is it reloads like an AK-47 with the thing on the bottom, where an M4 would be right here. Yet, since we train with both, this is why we like using them. The other thing is, here's what these fire. They fire these little Nerf darts. Take one out and show it to you. And so the only safety equipment you need when you're doing this are safety goggles or sunglasses, something that provides protection for your eyes, because these are sponges. These are kids' toys, like tiny little kids, play with these things. These are little sponges, and they have like a little plastic, tip there that you can kind of hear it, if we tap it. They're very soft, right? So if they hit you, nothing really happens. I mean, that's why you just want to have eye protection on. And so you take these little sponge bullets and you load them right in there. This thing is amazingly fun. And when you have multiple, magazines, everything is the same. I mean, you're still, taking them out, you're doing speed reloads, and you're resuming firing. So when you're doing teamwork, what this does, it enables you to practice any and everywhere. So all the things that you perfect, with your movie prop rifle, you can actually go in your house, even play with your kids, your nieces and nephews, and use your real stuff. Everyone will have a blast doing this. The other thing is you can be in a park and do this. So you can practice. This is how we would practice military maneuvers. We'd be out in the park. I mean, LAPD would be right there next to us, and everyone's just having fun. No one's concerned, because they're Nerf things. They're like little toys. So we're just sitting there shooting at each other. We're practicing all the maneuvers. So this is a great way of essentially sparring once you have all the basics down. Once you know all your reloads and drills and all the other stuff, invest in some of these. Again, you do a search online for Nerf guns, Nerf rifles, things like that. And many of the local retailers carry these because the kids love them. These are a lot of parents buy these for the kids. and you'll be amazed. You have so much fun, and when you have the right mindset that you're using it for this purpose, and you stick to what you've been trained to do, you're gonna get a lot better. This is another one. This one simulates the shotgun, right? It's the pump action shotgun. So that's what this one is. And so when we would use this one, this is the pump action. So, and you see how it works? You can see that how it spins. And so each of these will get loaded into a different barrel. And so when you're going in and we're clearing rooms and stuff, you know, it's the same. And it seems like, you know, from the outside, like it's a bunch of adults acting like little kids, and it is. Yet, you know, we're practicing real stuff. And so again, the only other way to do force on force is to use real, simunition rounds or something. Much more dangerous. There's only a lot fewer places where you can train. Where this opens up everything. I mean, you could train in clearing vehicles, you know, in your backyard, in your basement, in your attic, you know, out in the park, anywhere, and have a lot of fun and actually become really skilled, become really good with your skills as well. To get a better idea, check out this clip from the short film Nerf, John Wick. So our seventh and final movie prop rifle tip is this. Do not buy these. A, blank guns. Blank guns can kill you. Blank guns look like real guns, yet they've been either adapted or made to shoot blanks. And you can take a look at the blank firing rifle that you see on the screen right now. Looks like a regular rifle, right? And the thing is, blanks look different from actual bullets. And you look on the screen now, the image on the screen, and you see some actual blanks. So you see they look different from actual bullets. Something to know, blanks are actually louder than actual bullets, for the most part. And the thing is, these are the things you've heard about on set when actors have been playing around and killed themselves. Because there's actually objects that fly out of the blanks. They think because it's a blank and there's no bullet coming out of it, that there's no danger, that they're wrong. There actually are objects that come flying out of blanks. So do not get these to practice with. Do not use these on your productions. This is something that you wish to have an armorer, you know, an experienced, professionally trained armorer on set who is going to be the one bringing these in and handling these, because people can die from these. So the key thing is, though, you actually want to learn about them. Because you need to know, especially if you're going to be on set, someone else may not be running a safe set. You want to know how to identify them. So what you can do if you want to learn more about blank guns, do an online search for what are blank guns. And a bunch of articles and stuff will come up. Read up on it, study it, and look at the ammunition, you know, look at it, and then you'll be able to identify it if you see it, when you see it. The second thing not to buy are real life firearms, right? The real firearm or real rifles or carbines and shotguns, they chamber and fire real bullets and shot shells. And you think this is maybe a ridiculous point to cover, yet it isn't. Because some people engage in a practice known as dry fire. And what dry fire is you take a rifle, a carbine, a shotgun, and you just don't put bullets in it. And you just practice, you know, without bullets in it. And you choose like a wall or something that you aim at. And this is how a lot of people who are doing live fire, who train with real firearms, how they train to become really good. This is a proven, established technique for becoming good with real gun training. It's called dry fire. So what some people think is, hey, I already do dry fire. I'll just use dry fire, you know, when I'm doing movie, you know, prop rifle training. Wrong, right? So do not put. There's a brand called snap caps or any type of, you know, plastic rounds or rubber rounds in there to practice with. Do not do that. Invest. These things are like 15 to 30 bucks. Get a movie prop rifle, right? Also, do not simply take the firing pin out. Some people have done that. They say, oh, I'll just take the firing pin out and then we can go and, you know, practice like that, or I can use this on set. This is how, you know, accidents happen. You know, did you put it back, firing pin back in? Did you take it out? You know, all this kind of stuff happens, and then, you know, one time out of 1,000, someone gets hurt. Well, guess what? The more you practice, the more you use it, the numbers catch up with you. So don't even use it. Don't buy them and don't use them. If you have a real live firearm, use that for target shooting and other stuff, self-protection. Yet do not use it for movie prop gun training. Now, once you have your practice movie prop rifle, you're ready to get started with your training. Let's go. Okay, so make sure you like this video and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next movie prop gun training video. Also, make sure you sign up for our Pro Stunt Tips email newsletter to get professional movie gun prop training tips in your inbox. Lastly, if you'd like more information on our highly popular online rifle, carbine, and shotgun master course, go to movierifletraining.com or click on the link below this video. Prepare to have your mind blown. Again, my name's Dylan Wilson with CBT Stunt Alliance. Train hard, perform easy. Don't miss our next video where we share with you another tactical movie gun training tip. See you next video.